Ed, there's an aspect of spiritual warfare which is a loophole that the evil ones will use forever on a human. And as a human, you can never really go far from your abusers if you don't deal with this thing. And this thing, Ed, is moral standing. Because, Ed, if they can pick up some incident of your life and psychically or directly make you remember that, and if it makes you feel guilty and it makes you feel that you sinned against God, against your soul, you did something to be ashamed of, then, Ed, they got you. And this is something, Ed, that was very tricky for me to learn, but it became my salvation, Ed. And Ed, I learned this, God taught me this, Ed, directly from God to me, to save me, Ed, because I was going to die because of it. And Ed, I'm not a big sinner. I've never cheated on anyone. I've just not done, Ed, those things that are mentioned as sins. And I was dying, Ed, because of this. So you can imagine, Ed, this has got nothing to do, Ed, with what you do in life or what you don't do. It seems to be like that, Ed, but it isn't. It's pure demonic manipulation to make you feel that you have lost the right to stand before God, lost the right to command the universe, lost the right to do magic and to say the word and the universe to listen to you and respond to you. And Ed, this is the concept of sin. And if you don't deal with this, Ed, forever and ever and ever they'll be trying to attack you. And I'll tell you, Ed, how God brought me out of this. The first thing, Ed, that God taught me was that when a person is a pure-hearted person and does not intend to harm somebody, does not intend evil, and this is not even a mental intention, Ed. Nothing in nature, Ed. No lion, Ed, wants to cause suffering to anyone. No rabbit wants to. No leaf wants to. No bear wants to. No dog, no cat, no snake. Nobody wants to cause problems for anyone. This is a spiritual state of being that we're in. We're in a state of consciousness, Ed, of love. And in the state of consciousness of love, it doesn't matter, Ed, in your mind what you want or you don't want, because your mind is thug programmed. You know what I mean? And in the realm, Ed, for example, a lion will kill a prey. That lion doesn't intend to cause hurt to that prey. That's part of the circle of life. You know what I mean? Now, to attack that lion saying you're a bastard, you're a sinful bastard, you have no right to the divine energy of this realm, to the divine power that you were born with. That is evil. And that is how, Ed, they psychically attack and drain and pull down people, human beings with souls. So the thing God taught me, Ed, is that when you're born natural, when you're born with a soul, you're born in the love consciousness. You do not have the intention to hurt anybody, and therefore you are sinless. If somebody got hurt because of you, that is not your fault. It's not even your business. It isn't even your business. God told me, you don't even sit and analyze that shit. It is not your business. You focus on your life. You do what you want to do with your energy for your life. You're not even supposed to analyze how others reacted to you, what happened to them, nothing. Focus on your energy and your heart and your life. And you are sinless when you're born in love. At the same time, Ed, those who are not born in love, There is nothing that they do that is not sin. And if you don't make this differentiation in your brain and you attribute sinlessness to everybody, then you will fall in the same trap as before, as when you thought that you also were sinful. Because they are sinful who are soulless. That is sin. To be without heart is sin. That is against the law of our universe. They're supposed to be somebody somewhere else where they fit in. They do not fit in our paradigm. And if you cannot make that differentiation, then you are opening yourself to spiritual attack like crazy. There is no one state that can be put on all the human-looking bodies of this realm right now. There isn't. And believe it or not, there are demon animals as well. And we must have the self-esteem, and the self-respect, when our spirit says this is a demon, or this is a human, or this is an angel is nothing but a human, with advanced so with an expressed soul is an angel, a human with an expressed soul. And if we don't have that self-respect, then we're going to get very badly spiritually attacked. And the other thing, that I saw that I should add in here is, that in this epic book called the Upanishads, I do not have the book anymore, I lost it. It was an English translation from Sanskrit. And I've tried to find this quote, but I couldn't find it online. Maybe I will, I'll try again, maybe later. But I'll just tell you that quote that I read, and which God showed me. And that quote says that the man as in the soul of the human does not sit around thinking, did I do right or did I do wrong? That's it. That's the quote. As a human with a soul, you must understand this simple concept that you are not separate from God. You are not separate from the universe. There is somebody who has prayed for something, a human or an animal or a rock has wanted something to happen, and somehow you're part of that, and you did something that you cannot understand, that's outside of your mind, and which is against your programming maybe, which is against your religion maybe. Whatever it is, it might be something outside your understanding. But you're not supposed to sit around and thinking, did I do right, did I do wrong? Because you're connected. You're an expression of the Spirit of God. That is the entire created universe, existing universe. You don't waste your energy sitting and thinking, did I do right or did I do wrong? Nobody gives a fuck. You yourself don't give a fuck about it. Nobody does. It is demonic manipulation to drain your energy. That is why a human must not sit around thinking, did I do right or did I do wrong? Just focus on what you want to focus on. Just follow your heart, and that's the only way, because otherwise, the psychic attackers, they are the actual army of the demons, the psychic attackers. And they, believe me, if you're a human being at this time, you have an army focusing on you, who have studied your posts online, who've studied your diaries. They have enough of them, They're in call centers worldwide. They have enough of them to focus on you and manipulate you. And they are doing it. And their first step, is to provoke and to trap a human into doing something that they can use to make them guilt trip later. Because if they can get you to feel you did something wrong, for which you must feel ashamed, then they can use that channel, to manipulate you. I don't need to explain that, I think everybody knows that. But I just wanted to tell you, that a person has to deal with that, because it is such a loophole in spiritual warfare. if you even think that you're capable of sin, if you even think that you're capable of ever being cut off from God and from the spiritual authority that you as an emanation of God have, if you even believe that is possible, then someone or something is going to exploit that. So Ed, it is spiritual training number one. Number one, I would say, first thing, Ed, to know that you can never be cut off from God and that you are always sinless. You are always sinless. You are never ever doomed. You are never a sinner.